What's up, beautiful people? Kirby here again with a new edition of Start and Stop. So if you've been a part of this series at all, you know that my goal here is to help you be more productive, more purposeful, and more happy. And so each time I try to tell you one thing you should probably start doing and one thing you should probably stop doing if you want to do this. And if you like this video, as always, please engage with me. Like the video, and hey, in the comments below, let me know what you think. So as we start and stop, we're going to start with something you should start. So the one thing on this episode I want to talk about starting is something I quite frankly struggle with. It is to give yourself on a regular basis, give yourself headspace. That means take the time to do meditation, do prayer. You know, I think what we'd all agree on is there are more and more things that are distracting. There are more things in this world today that we can be distracted with, that we can watch. Quite frankly, most of them are negative. And so many times we're overwhelmed with all the stuff we see in the world today. And that's why I think that we're seeing a resurgence of meditation. I mean, obviously this is thousands of years that this practice has been a part of civilization. And it's becoming more and more prevalent because I think it's becoming more and more important. And if you want to take care of your brain, if you want to think more creatively, if you want to deal with stress better, more and more studies are catching up with the old science. And you need to give yourself headspace. Now, for me, I've been trying to do a better job of taking the time each day to do a short meditation. Now, one thing I want to let you know is this is not just about clearing your head of thoughts. I think that's one of the myths about meditation. It's about calming your breath. It's about noticing your thoughts. It's about separating yourself from your thoughts. You go through this exercise so that you kind of understand that you're separate from your thoughts and that you can choose which ones that you are going to use and choose which ones you're going to ignore. And that, I think, has been a really important practice for me. People talk to me a lot and say, hey, how do you stay so positive? And I think one of the things that I do is I'm very purposeful about which thoughts I choose. And one of the ways that you do this is by giving yourself headspace. Whether that's through meditation, whether that's through prayer, I think you should start giving yourself headspace. Now let's talk about the thing you should stop. Here's the deal, folks. I want you to stop complaining. Man, it's like an epidemic in our culture today. I don't know if you want to blame it on technology, you want to blame it on entitlement, you want to blame it on generations, whatever. There is so much complaining going on, and I want you to stop it. And I want to give you a couple reasons why. Number one, and this is super important, is complaining creates more complaining. So many times I think we think that, oh, I just need to get this off my chest and I'll feel better. But the reality of it is every single time you complain, you create a neural pathway in your brain, like a path in your brain that tells you when something happens, that trigger, then you habitually go and start complaining. So when you complain, you actually make it more likely that you'll complain more in the future. And so it's such an important habit to break because complainers, leaders and positive people don't want to hang around complainers. Complainers do. And so when you break the habit of complaining, it makes a big impact on your productivity and your happiness. And here's the other thing. I think so many times we think, man, if I just get this off my chest, it's going to make me feel better and I'm going to get rid of it. Well, studies are starting to show that's not true at all. So what happens is that they said that people who were given the ability to complain, to like punch a punching bag, do something aggressive to get rid of that frustration, to complain about it, right? You would think they'd be less likely to be aggressive later. And that's not at all true. Actually, the more you do that, the more it makes you aggressive the rest of your day. So if you want to be more happy and if you want to be more productive, stop complaining. So that's it. You want to start by giving yourself more headspace. And by the way, this may help you stop complaining. So that is your episode today. Start and stop. As always, my goal here is to provide you some value. And if it is helping you, please comment below. Let me know. Give me any feedback that you can. I would love to hear it. And hey, by the way, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that as well. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.